What is it?
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to tonight's episode of What Is It? You're joined by me, your host, Mean Gene Okerlund, and my co-host, Ric Flair. Say hello, Rick. Thanks, Rick. And tonight we have Action Arcade Wrestling. Yes, an actual wrestling game. Finally, one that I've played and not wanted to sacrifice myself to the elder gods for, because it's actually enjoyable. Action Arcade Wrestling is good. That's a good start. But not only is it good, oh no, it's got one of those build your own wrestler things.
Oh yeah!
It's its own website, in fact, and you can build anyone. Look at them all. Look at all of them. Oh, wonderful. Enjoy my 80s inspired transfers and enjoy these characters while you can, because I have a funny feeling that someone's going to turn up at some point and he's going to have some problems with all of his main money makers appearing in this game.
Yeah! Fire! What?
It's completely fan created as far as all of the named well-known characters may refer to. This also goes for everything else in the game. Things like the rings and that. You can download many things that may or may not exist elsewhere. I'll say that. Yeah, it could be contentious. Might not be there all the time. If it is, good for you. There is some default characters, just in case all the others disappear. They've all got really generic names and they all look really super duper generic. But there is also that other side. You know, when you get to the other side, you know, this lot. There's a lot of people that you're going to recognise, not necessarily just from wrestling either. You can create anything. I know I'm talking about the creation side quite a lot, but it's so detailed and so impressive. It's possibly one of my favourite iterations of this in any game. I love it. I think it's brilliant. I think it is absolutely amazing that I can go from picking a load of no-mark characters to picking actual, almost like they must be face-scanned versions of Stone Cold Steve Austin, Bret the Hitman Hart, Big Van Vader, Kane, The Undertaker, Juventud Guerrera. Pick people from Sabu. If you can think of them, they've probably already been made. And then after you pick the characters, they look this good? Are you kidding me? Are you joking? Look at them! Anyway, the actual game itself is a thoroughly enjoyable arcade wrestler. It's simple controls, as you'd expect from this sort of thing. There's some issues with the targeting in the game, but we'll get there in a bit. So it's an arcade wrestler, so you get things like power-ups, and every so often anyone in a grapple or anyone in a stamina draining move, we would say, will produce these power-ups. Not to be confused with the big green square that randomly appears for no apparent reason, but the power-ups will give your specific character a boost, and there'll also be random ones that everyone can collect, things like grapple plus striking up, defense up, attack, whatever, all that sort of stuff. It's simple in its concept. You batter people until they've got no life left, and then you pin them. You can do your special move, you can do normal one-on-ones, tag matches. There's some things that are wrong. I'm not going to pretend like everything is perfectly normal. There's some graphical errors, there's some glitches. There's even a lot of dead bodies, it seems, when you do the Royal Rumble mode, because people just die and stay ringside, bless them. But I don't care, because it's an enjoyable, simple wrestling game. It's miles better than WWE's 2K21 absolute farce, or 20. Which one was it that was broken? It launched and basically sent the entire franchise into the bin in one. Whichever one it was, this is much better than that. It's a simple, honest goddamn true blue wrestling game that I enjoy. And I'm not over-exaggerating either. It's thoroughly enjoyable. It's got a simple method. It's striking, grappling. You press a direction, you press a button, it does a move. And when it comes to special moves, you press 2 buttons. That's it. And I never thought it would be this enjoyable. There's loads of options. You've got all of the regular stuff. 1-on-1, 2v2, 3-way dance, Royal Rumble, whichever the other one was, the other one that's not a Royal Rumble, but looks very similar, Battle Royale or whatever. They're all there. You've got all those options. You've got all the options to create your own guys online. All you have to do is go to the thing and then download it to your console. You don't actually need the editing software on here. That's been developed elsewhere. It's so simple. It's genius. I love it. I hope it never goes away. There is something about being able to put a no-mark wrestler against someone like The Rock and then pulling off the signature moves, which I don't even understand how they're in the game. I don't understand how they've got things like the Rock Bottom and the Stone Cold Stunner in the game so spot on. I'm going to have to investigate the editing and creation tool a bit more, but even if you do end up just using the defaults, it's still a really enjoyable game. There's certain, I mean, even, you know, all the way down to the crowd interaction. It looks better on this than it does in most of the others, and all they're doing is jumping around. You know, these big multi-million pound releases, and I am finger quoting, have been shit on. Like, there's nothing that the WWE has put out recently that has come anywhere near this. And this is a super simple, nicely almost cel-shaded, animated arcade wrestler. And it's great. And I love it. And that's it. I don't care. So, action arcade wrestling is probably the best wrestling game to have come out in the last 4 or 5 years. In fact, since PlayStation 2. Just Bring It. SmackDown Just Bring It was the best wrestling game since the N64 WCW NWO Revenge. Just saying. Just saying.
Oh yeah!
Go and get this game. It's cheap. It's enjoyable. I like it a lot. I don't care if you take my word as anything. I like it a lot. There's some things wrong with it. It's not the best game I've ever played. Shock horror. But it is fun. And my God, do wrestling games forget that they're supposed to be fun. Anyway, as always, if this video has been any good to you, please do like and subscribe to the channel. If you didn't, tell me why, and I'll kick your ass. Nah, I'm only joking. It's all good. Stevie G. But you can tell me why. That's fine. I'm not against it. I'll meet you in the squared circle, and you will find out the true meaning of pain when Mean Gene Okerlund brings his meme machine into town and takes you out, punk.